She's done it again. She's done it again. Elphaba Orion Doherty. She's done it again. No surprises here, ladies and gentlemen. There's been more controversy coming out of the most controversial TikTok streamer to arguably ever exist on the platform of TikTok, as she has basically begged people for gifts, even going as far as to, you know, talk about how she's not got enough money to pay for her food shop, and then when she finally gets paid, talks about how she's going to splash it on going on a night out, and then fat shames people who are sized 16 or over, right? And then tries to state that she was doing it towards herself. Absolutely shocking scenes, and stuff that we've obviously just come to expect from this degenerate on social media. Why do we platform these people? I know it's why, because, you know, they're just lolcows. But this is kind of how Elphaba is now. This is how she stays relevant. But, you know, she goes on to talk about how she's just not getting enough gifts.
Like, seriously? Where are my people? These haters are gonna f*** in. It's disgusting. I'm not having it. I'm blocking everyone. No care. No, I'm not selfish because everyone else on the fucking right. You're not complaining about that, are you, though? I'm just angry. I want doesn't get. Well, it in my eyes, so get the fuck out. I should be getting that. People have defamed me, so my gifts die, my income lowers. People have literally defamed me, and it's not okay. Let's send you Daddy Heart me. Let's do some goals. Let's do hand hearts. I'll send you a follow for each hand heart I get. Let's keep those hand hearts going, guys. If you support me, send a hand heart.
Honestly, the desperation on show here is unbelievable. But the fact that they're, like, you know, talking about how anyone that doesn't send money is going to get blocked, and then is like, oh, people have defamed me, so that's ruined my income. Go out and get a job. You've literally ruined your own income because you're just a scumbag, right? And begging for gifts does not help your case whatsoever. It's just, what an absolute shambles. But yeah, again, basically, the way that Elphaba, like, begs people for money isn't the only thing that she does, right? What she does is she, like, guilt trips people into sending money by, like, talking about how she doesn't know how she's going to pay for her food bill. Right? This is a struggle that, you know, a lot of people across the planet right now are struggling with because, you know, the cost of living's gone massively up. Not everyone can afford it, but people don't go online and beg for money because if it was that simple, obviously everyone would be doing it because if it's that simple. But Elphaba just thinks that, like, I don't know, the entitlement is unbelievable on this person.
No, I don't want to get shot. Hold on. Like, that big pot of, like, wow, I am out, like, shit, that's strong, and it's like, bang it. No, so I got a teapot, and the teapot's got, like, 5 cocktails. So you imagine, like, whoa, it's a whiffy woo-woo, like, shit, it's hitting me. I'm like, damn, girl, like, woo. Are you having a good night? You're my idol. No, I'm not. No, I'm not anyone's. I'm not famous. I'm not famous. There's better idols. I'm not an idol. Well, if I...
Can we just remind ourselves that this person claimed that they didn't have enough money to afford their weekly food shop, didn't know how they were going to pay their lecky bill, didn't know how they were going to keep a roof over their head. Like, what an absolute shambles, but they're out drinking, you know, after talking about how they can't even afford yogurts. Like, what is this? Like, how...
If I ever go in Hollywood, I'll remember you. Real hair, not wig, not a wig. All by myself, bitch, and I'm happy. Yeah. I'm part of their routine, and they feel comfortable and safe, and I want you to always feel safe around me because I don't want you to ever feel like you aren't included. I know what that feels like. If they want to stalk me, I bet they want a piece of me at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Weirdos.
Well, I can confirm I do not want any piece of Elphaba. Like, what an absolute shambles. But within the same live stream, right, obviously we all remember Elphaba, one of her earliest controversies was claiming that she had autism to enter like this Autism Got Talent kind of competition, and she ended up winning it when she didn't even have a diagnosis of autism. So it kind of defeats the entire objective of that, you know, that competition being for people with autism, right? To, like, you know, promote inclusivity. And it's like, the only way I can describe it is like if a full, you know, fully abled Olympian goes into the Paralympics and just absolutely smashes it. Like, the idea of the Paralympics is that people who are, you know, who have disabilities are able to compete against other people who have disabilities and are able to feel included within that space, right? Like, it makes no sense then for an Olympian to go in, a fully abled one, and do what they do. Because it's just, it completely defeats the objective. But Elphaba, what an idiot. I don't know. Oh, I don't know, man. This shit pisses me off.
By me, my mum had to fill out questionnaires. That's why I said I was diagnosed with autism, because I was put under pressure by the fucking public of asking people, do you have it or not? That's why I said I had it. That's your tea. So I promise you, it wasn't a malicious intent, it was a misunderstanding, and I wish I could come back from that. So, because apparently, self-diagnosis is valid in the UK. But facts in chat, beauty. I want people to, like, get me. Like, I've gone to NHS, and they said to me, yeah, self-diagnosis is valid because it takes so fucking long.
Wait, hang on. She literally just tried to blame everyone else. And this is the issue with Elphaba all the time. The lack of accountability and self-awareness is actually astounding. But the fact that she's, like, talking in this capacity, right, and is, like, blaming everyone else, and then is like, oh, yeah, self-assessments are recognised, self-diagnosis. No! No, it's not. No, it's not. This is actually mind-blowing. As someone who has worked with special needs children, right, and have seen the struggle of these kids, wanting to get, like, the parents wanting to get their kids diagnosed and all the rest of it, the hurdles that people have to jump over to get diagnosis to, like, then make their children's lives a little bit easier in school is actually absurd. And it is a completely broken system right now, and it needs to be, like, fixed. And I know there's, like, stuff in place to make it better. But then if everyone just starts self-diagnosing, then it's just going to become an absolute minefield. So no, I might be wrong there, but I don't think that self-diagnosis is actually like, you can't just say, yes, I'm autistic, and then, like, everyone's just like, oh, okay, then, well, that's fully recognised. Oh, I don't know, this shit, like, fuck off, knobhead. Anyway, begging for money again.
My money's just coming. Oh my god, I got paid by Cameo. Bitch, we can go out.
I actually genuinely want to know who is paying for a cameo from Elphaba. Genuinely. Who's paying for this shit? What does she even say? Candy's cooking? Completely understand it. Get a cameo from her. You get a free cooking meal. Done. But from Elphaba? What's she going to sing? Wicked or some shit? There are things that you just cannot unsee. There are a lot of things that you just cannot unsee, and that is one of them now. Elphaba attempting to twerk is a sight that will scar me for life. I'm taking that shit to the grave.
Happy, 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 happy. Right, anyway, no, because I'm like that cat, like, that does this. Anyway. Okay. I just got paid by Cameo, so it came in now, so that's good. Okay. Let's go out and explore the world together, okay? Put yes in the chat, ready?
Oh god, not the noises again, not the fucking dolphin noises.
Send all the gifts here as well, darling. Let's do it.
Oh, man. Someone's buzzing that they got paid. We all get buzzing on payday, but fuck me, I've never made a dolphin noise when I got excited about it. Jesus Christ. But then the situation kind of escalates because on a live stream, right, and this is fresh, like this happened literally like yesterday. On a live stream, she's talking to her chat and all the rest of it, and then she basically states that plus-sized women, so anyone that's like, you know, size 16 or over, they basically fat shame them, right? Which is just, you just don't do it, especially if you're begging for gifts. The last thing you're gonna do is insult anyone that could potentially give you a gift, right? That's my thought process, at least. If you've got the audacity to beg for it, at least keep the people sweet. Elphaba's just got no filter. This lady gives a fantastic breakdown about what actually took place. Like, she is hot on the Elphaba train. Like, she must watch her religiously because she just always seems to know what's going on.
Disgusting comment about women's bodies last night. I just want to have a little discussion about it all. This individual said that a woman who is a size 16 or above is fat and disgusting. And that in itself, those comments make me feel sick. Now, Elphaba claims to be always positivity and loves women, has called me fat and ugly and I'm a size 12. I mean, pop off, you can call me whatever, frankly, look at me, do you think I'm offended? And some people last night said to me in the comments, you know, why are you getting offended on other people's behalf? I'm not. What I think is destructive is the fact that there were young girls and boys in their early teens watching those live streams, hearing those comments and thinking, Lord forbid, if I ever when I go through puberty, get to that size, I will then be fat and disgusting. And that in itself,
I pray to God that the people that are watching it, like the young impressionable teens, are there just because someone at schools told them that Elphaba's fucking good for shits and giggles on a live stream. I pray that that's the reason they're there. If they're there because Elphaba is a role model in any capacity, then parents need to do a better job of finding role models for their kids. When did we stop idolizing like movies? Actually, no, let's not idolize movie stars anymore. That's just as bad. Footballers, no, Joey Barton's just been done. Who can we even idolize? TV stars, I know Jimmy Savile existed. Jesus, we can't idolize anyone anymore. TikTok stars gone. YouTubers, we've got friggin' Dream. Jesus, the world's a mess. Don't idolize anyone anymore. Idolize your parents. Unless your dad's like Jeffrey Dahmer or some shit, then, you know, maybe just forget about him.
Itself is beyond destructive. I can never and will never speak for anyone who is a more plus size than me. I don't even know how to categorize myself because one day I'm a UK 10, the other day I'm a UK 12, and sometimes I'm a UK 14 because clothes, every single brand is bloody different, and it's incredibly frustrating as a woman sometimes to go shopping, especially for jeans, because for some reason, even still in 2025, a woman's value is deemed by her body size, and I think that is so destructive. I grew up in the time when Tumblr was massive and you had the influencers like Alexis Ren growing up, and this isn't me putting any hate towards her or anyone else like that because I loved her content, but you end up becoming almost like fantasizing about it and thinking I need to look like this when they are grown women or in their late teens, early 20s, and at the time I was 12, that is beyond destructive. As I said last night, Elphaba is allowed to have her own insecurities, we all have them, but I find it incredibly rich, someone who can't even clean the dirt underneath their fingernails, can't wash on the daily, talking about women's appearance and body size. I find it incredibly ironic. I just wanted to make that video last night, and I'm making this one again just to really emphasize the fact that please, if you are plus size, for whatever reason as well, because there are so many different reasons, there is health, there is stress, there is lifestyle, there's so many different reasons. Do not value your worth by it. That doesn't mean that you can't say, oh, I want to maybe...
Right, I'm going to stop the video there. Obviously, if you want to check out the full video, go over to her page because, you know, she doesn't talk about the drama and I'm here for that right now. But then, you know, she gets called out about it over on Instagram. And then because Elphaba cannot handle criticism and she cannot in the slightest, you know, like, be anything but like deflective, she can't take accountability, she basically throws a massive tantrum after getting called out, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this one was a little bit embarrassing to see.
Outfit. Let's look at this, shall we? The waddle. Here we are. This is what happens to me on the daily. So me showing off an outfit. the waddle, not the gut. You make, this is literally, no one gets cancelled for this shit. You think it's okay for me to experience this shit? You're hating on trans women. That's what you're doing. You're hating on trans women.
What I'm going to say as well here, right, is regardless of your feelings on Elphaba, the trans community has pretty much rejected her. Like, legit has completely rejected her because of, like, how much of a negative connotation Elphaba puts on trans people because of their content. Like, they give the trans community a negative impact. It's like Lily, what's her name? Lily Tino? I think it's Lily Tino. The trans community pretty much rejected her as well because they're just like, well, fuck that. Like, we're not associating with you because you don't give us a good image. Like, you make trans people look bad.
Disgusting. She's not wrong, thank you. Welcome to the internet. Maybe don't comment on me then. Okay? Here we get hate school social media. Okay, so when I call myself fat, you're... Oh my fucking god, Jesus Christ. Wow. Okay, calm yourself down. Shit, you really... Oh my god. You let them get away with that. So yeah, it's only called social media. So when I say something, it's called social media though, isn't it? I guess it is. It's called social media, isn't it? It's called social media. It's called social media when I say something about that, isn't it? Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Seriously. So it's okay to body shame me, but not to myself. I can't shame myself. That's offensive to you.
Now, might I add, she didn't just try and body shame herself, she tried to body shame other people, but this is the deflection tactic that she's gone with. She's tried to go down the route of, oh, I was doing it against myself, no one else, because then she can shift all accountability, because then it doesn't seem so bad. Now, obviously, people in the comment sections are brutal, but more so to Elphaba because, like, she's done dog shit behaviour-y things, right? Like, if you're going to be an arsehole, you're going to attract arseholes. Like, that's what the internet is. If you're an arsehole, you attract arseholes. If you're a good person, you attract good people. Sometimes it's obviously not always the case. Sometimes you get a couple of strays. But, yeah, I mean, we move forwards.
Okay, for you, that's how it is. I'm a nice person when people are nice to me. That's how it is. People say it's actually really pretty. And so is plus size people. They're pretty as well. So if you're going to come at me eating for a whole fucking cheesecake, then piss off. Stop calling women bitches. Bitch! Come for me, I go for you.
This is the thing, right? She just feeds into it all the time. Like, that is obviously going to get a reaction, and she knows it. And then people react to it, and then she gets upset that people have reacted to it. Once again, you know, she tries to make more excuses for the behaviour. Like, and stuff like this, and it's just messy.
I took my own weight. If you were here yesterday, I took my own. But if CLA was to do that to herself, you'd all let her get away with it, and you'd all let her, you know, chill, because that wouldn't be classed as hating on women, because she's a real woman, isn't she? I targeted my own weight.
Again, going down the route of, like, you know, just hating on trans people. Obviously, that's not the root of the issue. But it's a deflection tactic, and it's unfortunate because, you know, there are people who are transgender who get attacked because they are transgender. Instead, Elphaba uses that as a defense tactic, which then completely discredits the people that are genuinely attacked for their gender. It's just a fucking shambles. Like, people in my comment section, whenever I make a video about this, like, oh, this person, are like, you know, stating that, like, I shouldn't be calling her a she and all the rest of it. I'm not about to, like, misgender someone. If she identifies as a fucking lamppost, then, you know, I'll refer to her as a lamppost. I'm going to respect that shit. But I'm not above calling her out for stuff.
So, you know, I'm sorry that, you know, if you took that the wrong way. I am sorry about that. And that wasn't my intention in any sort of way. It was intended towards me because I personally feel fat. So what I'm doing to help my diet is to improve it. So I'm cooking some meals tonight. I'm gonna cook some nice chicken carne, low calorie meals for myself. And we're gonna go with the flow on that. I'm gonna start doing a diet tomorrow as well. Well, today anyway. So, yeah. You have a nice kebab. Oh, love that. That's nice. That's good. Well done for saying sorry, that takes guts. Well, you know, it wasn't intended to harm anyone. It was just, you know, even though it did, it wasn't my intention. It was just, I was calling myself, you know, fat. And because of people calling me fat anyway. So it just kind of made me feel a bit, you know.
Just an absolute shambles. What do you guys make of this? I feel like I've lost brain cells watching this stuff again. Yeah, I'll speak to you later. Peace.